Yes, I'm a Nigerian prince. I don't bring it up just because I don't like to like bring myself up a lot. The Nigerian prince spam, which everyone has probably gotten at some point. Like, my uncle died and I need your social security number to get you money. I promise the money, $2 million. It's my uncle, but he wants to give you money. One, they don't make any sense. But anyway, in the US, in fact, over there too, we just call those emails 419s because it's fraudulent, it's a lie, it's not true, it's against the Constitution of Nigeria. But I think they all come from a place of desperation. Like, people are like, I don't know what else to do, so I'm gonna try and gain wealth, like, in the easiest way I possibly can, because I've tried this, didn't work, I've tried that, didn't work, and it seems like the internet's the next big thing. So they go to an internet cafe, pay way too much money for it, and hopefully they can, bait someone. And I actually personally met people who have been scammed by these emails and have lost not just like thousands, but like millions of dollars as a result of it. And it was terrible and sad. So don't ever fall for that. If someone claims to be a Nigerian prince, ignore it, unless it's me, because this is true. In fact, my grandfather just died, and we're trying to figure out who's next. My grandfather had 21 wives that we know of, with an average of 5 children per wife. Yeah, he was insane. My grandmother, she had 13 kids, 8 of them died, 5 survived, and then kind of the same story going on. But I would honestly estimate at least 50 dudes or 50 males were born from that man. And then of those like 50, like, God knows how many kids they have. I don't know. I know like my dad's direct brother and sister, and I don't know any of the rest of my family. Like, there are too many, way too many. I speak Yoruba. It's a Nigerian language, and my favorite phrase is "Kilo fekin so," which means, what do you want me to say? When people ask me, say something. So, yeah. I hate to say it like this, but there, women are just kind of there. They're the cooks, they're the housemakers, the children bearers. The women that I know that are like a part of my family, they don't generally go and work. Their husband takes care of everything, and they just take care of the kids. I don't think I can treat a woman there differently than I treat a woman here. That just comes from, growing up here and having a lot of respect for women. So, in Nigerian culture, when you meet, when you see someone who's older than you, you have to like prostrate and do this and do that and say hello and all that jazz. But like in American culture, a handshake and a hello sir is good enough for most people. And I feel a lot less formal when I'm with like Americans and whatnot, but when I'm with Nigerians, I guess I think a little bit more about like what I say and what I'm doing and whatnot. But it's not that it's like an automatic switch. It's not something I think about. It's just something that happens. Call me what you want, just not the N-word, please. You don't really hear a lot of positive things about African Americans or black people, regardless of what you call them. Like, it's never like a, man, look, this black kid today, he saved a cat, No, it's always like, this black kid threw a rock, and the rock happened to hit a window. This kid's a thug. And you're like, whoa, God, calm down. He was playing around, or it was an accident, or how come the other side of the story didn't get told, or something like that. So the first time I went to Nigeria, I got off the airplane. I couldn't breathe because it was way too humid, and there were just so many Nigerians. And I don't want to call them black people because they're not black, they're just Nigerian over there. But I was just amazed. I was like, I've never seen so many dark-skinned individuals in one spot at like, I'm talking thousands of people. I was just mind blown. And I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, where are the white people? I felt so uncomfortable being amongst people who look exactly like me because I was so used to not being around those people. So I think that's the big reason why I turned down the school in Mississippi, even though they offered me a full ride, because I just remember that experience of being uncomfortable, even in the country like of my heritage. I speak the same language as a lot of them. I like look like, I mean, I'm lighter skinned than most Nigerians, but that's not a big deal. But I think that's why. So I think that even amongst a large group of minorities, I still kind of feel a little separate, mainly because of like the way I talk is like a distinguishing feature about me. I feel like I just talk like a normal, like whatever the everyday accent's supposed to be in Colorado. There's nothing that's like that like I helped a blind student out last semester, and he was just like, I was like, oh, I'm black. And he's like, I didn't know you were black. I thought you were white. I was like, oh God. Like, he's like, I couldn't tell from your voice. I was like, of course not. You know, no one can. So it was just very, so yeah, I think that like separates me. It's just kind of been, I don't want to say a lonely experience. It's just kind of like not a, it would have been more fun had there been more minorities. And by more fun, I feel like I just have someone to connect with on a different level than like, oh, we're both business majors. I think it would have been a lot more interesting if I got the chance to meet more people, but there just aren't any, so. Affirmative action is unfortunately still necessary in present day America. Whip. Okay. I love you. And Droopy and my dad. Thanks, Kels. I called you Kels. I meant to call you Kelsey. I'm sorry. Cool.